Hi, my name is Vincent Simoni and welcome to today's program. In this lesson, I'm going to show you what to do so you can stop framing forehands. And you will never get consistent results on this shot if you don't find a system. And the next steps that I'm about to show you are going to help you solve this issue. So let's begin. So the first and probably the most obvious thing that you can do to stop framing forehands before we get even technical at all is staring at the ball all the way until contact point. And you don't even want to take your eyes off of contact even after you hit the shot. A lot of players, they make the mistake of looking up to their target right before they hit the ball. And this can actually cause you to miss the middle of the strings. So what you want to do is try and lean over the ball with your chest and feel like you stay with it longer with your eyes glued to the hit. Now, let's get into the technique. And step number 2, what we want to do is fix our contact point. At contact, a lot of people break the wrist and they try and, wrist it to get topspin. And what this causes you to do is to shank the ball because your racket angle, if it's off ever so slightly at contact point, it's going to make a bad sound. You want to have the same contact point every single time. And the only way to do this is have an extremely loose arm when you swing so that there's no tension in the wrist. And when we start with getting lag, the wrist catches back with the weight of the racket in a position that's going to cause us to have a flat and firm contact point every single time. And our contact point is going to be the exact same. Okay. And now from here, for step number 3, we turn over with our shoulder and not the arm. So again, people, they break the wrist. Okay. They use the lower arm, but what we want to do is have a loose arm and swing from the shoulder and the pectoral. And this will actually help you stop framing your forehand. Now, another thing that you want to do is simplify your setup. A lot of people frame the ball because they actually hit late behind themselves. You want to give yourself enough time to be able to extend through the ball all the way. And we should be hitting out in front, out to the right, and away from our body. From the side, it looks like this, okay? So what we want to do is get into the habit of setting up at the height of the ball. This is going to save you a lot of time. A lot of people have a 3-part swing, okay? And what they do is this. If the ball is high, they'll go 1, 2, and then 3. But what they should have done is just gone like this, okay? Boom, set up at the height of the ball and go. And you've essentially cut your setup time in half. And you'll find that you frame the ball way less often. Maybe you have good technique and you're just late all the time on the forehand. So this will save you a lot of time. And this is a habit that you're going to need to implement if you want to get better on this shot and stop framing. Now, the 4th thing is we want to get lag on the forehand. Okay. A lot of people, they start using their wrist from back here to start the swing and they start using their lower arm. What we want to do is twist into the ball with our body first. It starts with the toes. We open up the hips and the chest and the arm is lagging behind us like a loose whip. Okay. It's along for the ride. And this is going to help you get that clean, popping power and effect that you're looking for and stop, framing the ball because you're really just using your arm and your arm doesn't want to be sent on a lone mission. Okay. You've got a lot of work to get done on the forehand and you want to make sure that you throw your body into the shot first. So you're going to want to make sure you get that done. So using these tips to stop framing your forehand is the first step in having a really good game on the court. And next, after this step, you're going to want to go and learn modern tennis. And I have a complete online course. It's called Modern Tennis Step by Step. And you're going to want to go into that program next because it takes what we've learned here and it builds on it and teaches you how to go out onto the court with power and consistency forever. So after you've practiced this, you're going to want to go and study modern tennis to take your game to the next level. And you can get started with the link down below. In any event, thanks for tuning in and use what you've learned here to modernize your game.